From the marble halls of the Supreme Court to the busy chambers of the Federal High Court, Nigeria's judiciary bears the weight of history and rising public expectation.
You must resist every subtle pressure, be it social, political, financial, or relational. The temptation may not always come in dramatic form. Sometimes it comes clothed in familiarity, influence, or convenience. Guard your independence jealously. Maintain measured distance from entanglements that could compromise perception. Remember always that perception in judicial life is almost as powerful as reality.
It is within these courtrooms that political disputes are resolved, corruption cases tested, and rights of citizens upheld or overturned. Yet critics say the system is hampered by prolonged delays, conflicting judgments, and allegations of compromise.
In the face of poor public perception, the Nigerian judiciary is different things to different people. But there are still some who have this notion that the court is the last hope of the common man. But right here on the street, I want to find out if there are still those who still hold that notion.
It's in those days they say the court is the last hope of the common man. Now I believe that it's God that is the last hope of the common man. I would rather seek for out of court settlement. I don't believe and I don't even pray to go to court for any reason. I don't believe in court.
We have no other option. You still have to run to them, even whether you get justice or you didn't get justice. But the needful have to be done. You can't take laws into your hands. So that's why you still remain the hope for the last hope of a common man.
Judge not on seat today, legal week tomorrow. Judge going on vacation today, the counsel is not available tomorrow. So all those ulabalu makes justice to get delay.
It's also very expensive to even get a lawyer to do anything for you. So yeah, things are not balanced anymore.
Now court is not the last hope of a common man. If you can look at it now, court is the last hope for a rich man, people that in power.
According to the Hague Institute for Innovation of Law, only about 15% of Nigerians have easy access to the courts, leaving the vast majority on the margins of justice.
It's not necessarily that the judiciary is not working, but it hasn't trickled down to the small experience. And guess what? Most of the people who have access, they're in the minority. It's less than 15% of us. So the story that will resonate more is that of the masses who don't have access to when the courts actually work. I don't know if that makes sense. Most of us don't have access to when the courts actually work. So as far as we're concerned, it does not work because it's out of reach.
Judges often operate under intense political pressure, while lawyers navigate a system where influence can clash with the rule of law.
Someone who relies in becoming a particular head of court on the person who appoints out those who confirms, there will tend to be a little bit of influence. But it takes integrity and personal willpower and God being in the person to know that apart from those who have, those that are meant to appoint or recommend for his or her appointment, that he owes the entire world, the entire community, his own or her own parents and all siblings to protect the interests or to protect the rule of law.
Concerns also persist about whether existing safeguards are sufficient to check misconduct within the judiciary.
If you go to the NJC, my brother, and go to that particular panel where I have been there once, it's like a market. Every week, judges are being scrutinized. They have been called to answer to one question or the other. Those that are found wanting are completely pushed out.
With public perception at a low ebb, the debate now centers on how to make justice more accessible.
People don't know. The information is not out there. And that's another thing the Community Justice Center does. It provides information to the citizenry about their rights about the formal legal system. So in terms of building trust, if you have a community justice center in my village, for instance, people will automatically think government has come closer to them. And if your justice needs are solved, you now start trusting, even at the lower level, you now start trusting what is happening at the higher level, even if you don't have access to it.
Calls for reform are growing, from digitizing court processes to strengthening judicial independence and institutional oversight. As Nigeria prepares for future elections and economic headwinds, the judiciary's role will be critical. The central question remains: can the scales of justice withstand the pressures of politics and power? For millions of Nigerians, the answer will shape the nation's democratic future. Godfrey Eshemoge, Arise News.